Interior, living room, night. The room is bathed in the dim glow of a single lamp. Jack, 30s, weathered yet determined, sits in an old armchair. Beside him, a cluttered coffee table holds an open script. Jack stares at it, lost in a moment of contemplation.
Lights, camera, action.
Jack closes his eyes, and we transition into his dream. Interior, luxurious penthouse, night, dream sequence. Jack stands in a lavish penthouse surrounded by glittering city lights, visible through floor-to-ceiling windows. Dressed impeccably, he radiates confidence. Paparazzi flashbulbs blind him as he navigates a red carpet, waves of adulation washing over him.
Mr. Harrison, how does it feel to be the biggest star in Hollywood?
Jack smiles graciously, shaking hands with fans who scream his name.
It's a dream come true.
Cut back to reality. Interior, living room, continuous. Jack's eyes flicker open, back in the dimly lit living room. The script rests in his lap, its pages worn from countless readings. He stands up, paces the room, his reflection in the window revealing a mixture of resolve and doubt.
I can do this.
He picks up the script again, flipping through it with renewed focus. He looks around the room at old playbills and photos of past performances, his eyes lingering on a framed photo of him as a young actor. A knock on the door interrupts his thoughts. He opens it to find his neighbor, 60s, holding a small gift.
Jack, I baked some cookies. Thought you might like some.
Thank you, Mrs. Jensen. You always know how to brighten my day.
We're all rooting for you, you know. You're going to make it.
Jack nods, touched. He closes the door, holding the cookies, and sits back down. He closes his eyes again, transitioning into another dream. Interior, Grand Ballet Stage, night, dream sequence. Jack, now dressed in elegant ballet attire, stands poised at the center of a grand stage. The opulent theater is packed, the audience waiting in hushed anticipation. The orchestra begins to play, and Jack moves gracefully, his every step and pirouette executed with perfect precision and artistry. He leaps across the stage, defying gravity, his movements a harmonious blend of strength and grace.
His performance is nothing short of mesmerizing, a true master of the art.
The performance culminates in a breathtaking finale. The audience erupts in a standing ovation, roses are thrown onto the stage, and Jack takes a deep bow, tears of joy streaming down his face.
It feels magical.
Back to reality. Interior, living room, continuous. Jack sits back down, the script open before him. He gazes at it, longing and determination etched on his face.
One day.
Interior, coffee shop, morning. Jack sits at a small table in a cozy coffee shop, his script open before him. The barista, 20s, approaches with his order.
Here you go, Jack. The usual.
Thanks, Emma.
Working on another audition?
Yeah. This one feels different, though.
You'll get it. I have a good feeling about this one.
Jack smiles, taking a sip of his coffee. He looks around, seeing other patrons engrossed in their lives, and he closes his eyes again, transitioning into another dream. Interior, theater stage, night, dream sequence. Jack stands center stage, bathed in a spotlight that casts long shadows around him. The audience's applause is thunderous, their faces blurred by the glare. He delivers his lines with a depth of emotion that reverberates through the theater.
To dream is to reach beyond the stars. To live is to face the shadows.
The audience's applause grows louder, and Jack basks in their admiration.
That's a wrap. Phenomenal performance, Jack.
Back to reality. Interior, living room, continuous. Jack returns to the armchair, the script open for him. He gazes at it, longing and determination etched on his face.
One day.
Interior, living room, morning. The morning light filters into the living room. Jack wakes up in the armchair, the script still on his lap. He looks determined. A knock on the door startles him. He opens the door to find Sarah from the audition, holding a piece of paper.
Jack, I wanted to personally tell you. You've got the part.
Jack stands there, speechless, tears welling up in his eyes. He takes the paper, looks at it, then back at Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sarah smiles warmly and leaves. Jack closes the door and looks at the script one more time, a mixture of disbelief and joy on his face. He sits back down, staring at the paper, a sense of fulfillment washing over him. Interior, community theater, evening. Jack is backstage, preparing for his debut performance. He looks in the mirror, adjusting his costume, taking a deep breath. The stage manager, Lucy, 50s, approaches him.
Nervous?
Excited?
You've earned this, Jack. Break a leg?
Jack nods, gratitude in his eyes. He walks to the stage entrance, the muffled sound of the audience growing louder.
This is it.
He steps onto the stage, the spotlight finding him. The audience falls silent, waiting for his first lines.
To dream is to reach beyond the stars. To live is to face the shadows.
The audience erupts in applause, and Jack stands there, a mixture of tears and smiles on his face, basking in the fulfillment of his lifelong dream. Fade out.